Hey everyone, Tony George, DocSports.com. Saturday update. Be sure and take advantage of your free $60 we give you and the link in the description below. Open up the description where it says see more. And there's a link right there. It takes you right to our website. And if you're a new member, we'll park $60 in any new account. And you can put that to work for you for free this weekend. We're going to be talking about the Western Conference Finals Game 3 tonight, and then we'll tell you what's going on the website. But I will tell you this, if you are wanting to really win some money on this NBA game tonight, player props the only way to go. Tight lines. We have a 7-unit player prop in the NBA. I think I've had one, maybe two 7-unit props, Major League Baseball or NBA, in the 6 or 7 months we've been putting them up at Docs. We started putting up player props mid to late last year in 2022. They're rare. You know, we've hit back-to-back 4-unit props plus 800 to the good in the last 2 days in the NBA. The trifecta goes today, 7-unit play. Doc Sports, go get it. Win some money this weekend. Okay? Last night, your free play won. Barely by the hair of our chinny chin chin on that over. Ended up dropping. Ended up being a half point win. Win's a win. You know? If I'd have lost it, I'd have been all over the internet. He lost the free play by half point. He's the lowest common denominator, human filth. What a POS. Don't fade this guy every time. I read it. I laugh at it, but I do read it. But nonetheless, what I tell you, you laying close to double digits in the postseason, you are out of your mind. Zigzag theory, whatever you're thinking. I had Miami again. Give me 8. Now they went up to 9. I had a guy show me a ticket. He got him at 10. What are you doing laying 10 in the conference final? Especially with Boston. They're the most inconsistent team on the planet. And they can't play any defense. You saw last night 2 things about Miami you need to know in this series. Because Boston, by the way, ESPN gave them a 3% chance of winning this series. Anybody that's in a conference final's got a 50-50 shot at winning it. You think LA's out of it? You think Boston's out of it? No. But things are going to have to change to the better. But there's not a 10-point difference between any of these teams. Any of these teams. And the 2 things you saw about Miami is last night. Number 1 is they don't get rattled. At all. They don't get rattled. Why is that? Number 2, they're well coached. Eric Spoelstra is the best coach left standing. And one of the best coaches in the NBA. The sum of all Miami's parts with their team concept, the sum of all those parts is equal to, I'm not saying it's greater than, but it's equal to the talent that Boston has on the floor because they're not putting it together. And that's coaching. Tell me I'm wrong. Argue with me. You know, a lot of Celtics fans, East Coast guys, very aggressive, get right in your face like a Jersey guy or a New York guy, even a Boston, Mass guy, a Southie from Boston, whatever. Hey, your team doesn't have it together. You know, if you think you're better than the other team, you just laid a combination of 17.5 points in 2 games and got your butt handed to you twice. Just saying. Be careful. This game here tonight, line right now, 6. 5.5 at some shops, 6. It's split right down the middle. Total's 223. I've got a position on the side play in this game. 4-unit position. We also have a 7-unit position on a player prop. We're going to make a ton of money. Now, in order for LA to win this game, it's got to go under. It's at 223. What was the last game? 108, 103? Laid 5.5 with Denver. Lost on the hook. Boy. Some push, some won. Tight lines. A tight line tonight. I think there's an advantage for one team, but I think it's going to go under 223. How'd LA get here? We've talked about it time and time again. Playing defense. That's how they got there. That's how Miami got in. That's what Miami did to Milwaukee. You want to win as a lower seed than playing the number one seed? I got news for you. You don't play defense, you don't win. Now, last game, both teams were gassed. Sure, LA's going to have their feet underneath them right out of the gate. I think they're going to play defense. I'm not getting paid $5 or $6 million. I don't know what they're paying. LA's paying their head coach. It's $3 or $4 million minimum. I'm telling you, if you're not smart enough to figure out to stick with what got you here and try to dictate pace, not get in a transition game and slow it down, work it around, take good shots. Davis needs to have 35 tonight and 15 rebounds for you to win. Forget about James. Forget about Reeves. Forget about the rest of them. Russell, all of them. If Davis doesn't have those numbers, they're not going to win this game. And somehow you got to figure out how not to give Jokic a triple-double. If you can do those things, you can win the game. Maybe even cover a spread. But I'll tell you what, along the way, I think you're going to see an under here. We're not betting Grandma's Farm. We're not unloading the Roth IRA. It's a free pick. But I think this thing goes under the, 108, 103 last game? Something in that. I'd be very surprised to see either team have over 115, 116 in this game. I think it's going to be they're going to slow it down and, try and win a game. You go down 0-3, you're toast. You're toast. LA knows this. If they pull out all the stops in order to avoid an 0-3 start in a conference finals, I don't know if anybody's ever won a conference final down 0-3. If it was very rare. It was in the minority, not in the majority. I can tell you, the best thing that what's LA going to do to win? I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go in there and get in a track meet, just run up down the floor as fast as we can with little or no depth. No, they're not. They're going to slow it down. That's how they're going to win. In my opinion, I could be wrong. Over at the website, we got a 7-unit NBA player prop top pick tonight. Very rare. 4-unit position on the side in this game. 3-unit Major League Baseball play. 3-unit NHL totals pick. 4-unit PGA head-to-head. Go get it. Those of you that follow me on Twitter got a free round 3 head-to-head on Twitter today. They've already teed off. But follow me on Twitter at TGeorgeSports. Free stuff over there. Good luck on a Saturday. May or may not be up on Sunday. Not for sure yet. Got some family in town. Some things to do. But stay tuned.